This is Dr. M. Sangeeta, Professor, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, Bharat Institute of Higher Education and Research. I am going to present the topic on VHDL. There are two popular hardware description languages, VHDL and Verilog. VHDL is very high speed integrated circuit hardware description language. It is developed by DoD from 1983. The standard that is used is 1076. It is based on ADA language. Verilog, it is based on C language. The standard is 1364. Application of HDL. Any application can be defined using different levels of abstraction. Behavioral, structural. Whether it is behavioral or structural abstraction, it has to be done. We have to go for functionality verification. The functionality verification is done using waveform window. After functionality verification is over, it is taken for synthesis, which converts higher abstraction levels to lower abstraction levels. Input-output specification of the circuit. Now, once the circuit is taken, its input and output has to be defined first. The input and output has to be represented within the entity. So, entity tells whether the signal is an input signal or whether it is an output signal or whether it is an in-out signal. Built-in data types. It is scalar, single-valued signal types. It may be bit, Boolean, or integer. The representation that is used for the signal is A is a signal. It is an input signal with data type bit. G is an output signal with data type Boolean. K is an output signal with data type integer. So, aggregate collection signal types. It can be bit vector or it can be signed. Bit vector is array of bits representing binary numbers. Signed, array of bits representing signed binary numbers. Example, D is a signal, is an input signal. Its bit vector ranges from 0 to 7. E is a bit vector. It is an input signal which ranges from 7 down to 0. M, it is an input signal, signed 4 down to 0. VHDL entity. So, entity is represented with its name my underscore circuit. My underscore circuit is user defined name. It will be better that if you use entity name and file name as same. A, B, S, X, Y are signal names, or it can be called as port names. In, out represents input signal, output signal. If it is in, out, it is a bidirectional signal. That bit, it is a data type. It is built in, it can be built in or it can be user defined. The last signal, note the absence of semicolon at the end of the last signal and the presence of end of the closing bracket. User defined data type. Construct data types arbitrarily or using built-in data types. For example, type temperature is high, medium, low. Wherever temperature is used, you can assign value high, medium, low. Similarly, type byte is array 0 to 7 of bit. Byte is a data type of, it is an array and it is of data type bit. Functional specification. A simple behavior is carried out throughout the entire PPT. That is behavior of output X. When S is 0, A is assigned to X. When S is 1, B is assigned to X. The behavior for output Y, when X equal to 0 and S equal to 0, 1 is assigned to Y, else 0 is assigned to Y. VHDL architecture. The simple behavioral description is given for the above specification. Architecture. For architecture, you will give architecture name of entity name. For architecture, you will have begin and you will have end. Within architecture, you have to represent the process. The process within parenthesis, whichever signal event changes which occurs within the signal, within the program, that has to be represented within parenthesis. This we call it a sensitivity list. For process, you will have begin and end process. So the specification that we have seen it is, if S equal to 0, A is assigned to X, else B is assigned to Y. And similarly, with the same specification, if X equal to 0 and S equal to 0, then 1 is assigned to Y, else 0 is assigned to Y. End process. Now just see here, X is represented as output signal, as well as it is checked within the condition. So error occurs for this program. The signal defined as output ports can only be driven and it cannot be read. It cannot be read. So we can remodel the program. I'm introducing the signal. Signal has to be represented within architecture and begin. So I'm using a temporary signal, xtemp. It is of data type bit. When X equal to 0, I'm assigning A to xtemp, and else I'm assigning B to xtemp. If xtemp is 0 and S is 0, then 1 is assigned to Y, else 0 is assigned to Y. Now I am assigning the value of temporary signal to the signal X. This program works. The signal can only be defined in this place before the begin keyword. The general rule it says is that it includes all signals in the sensitivity list of the process, whether either appear in relational comparison or on the right side of the assignment operator inside the process construct. In our example, xtemp and S occur in relational comparison. A, B and xtemp occur on the right side of the assignment operators. The same program can be written using concurrent behavior. Architecture name of entity name is begin and end. I'm using the temporary signal xtemp, which is of data type bit. A is assigned to xtemp when S equal to 0, else B. 1 is assigned to Y when xtemp equal to 0 and S equal to 0, else 0. Now the final value xtemp is assigned to X. This program executes concurrently. Signal versus variable. Signals follow the notion of event scheduling. An event is characterized by a time value pair. Signal assignment example. Xtemp is assigned to X means schedule the assignment of the value of signal xtemp to signal X. It takes current time plus delta delay. where delta, it is an infinitesimally small time unit used for simulator for processing the signal. Variable. Variables do not have notion of events. Variables can be defined and used only inside the process block and some other special blocks. Variable declaration and assignment example. Variable has to be declared between process and begin. So variable name and its data type has to be represented between process and begin. And the assignment of value is immediate. Variables can only be defined and used inside the process construct and can be defined only in this place. Simulation is modeling the output response of a circuit to given input stimuli. For example, given the values of A, B, and S, determine the value of X and Y. Many types of simulator used. Event-driven simulator is used popularly. The simulation tool we use is ModelSim. Simulation. The same program. A temporary signal xtemp is used, which is of data type bit. Within architecture begin and end, process is used. The signal that is driven is A, B, S, xtemp. If S is equal to 0, A is assigned to xtemp, else B is assigned to xtemp. If xtemp equal to 0 and S equal to 0, 1 is assigned to Y, else 0 is assigned to Y. Xtemp is assigned to X and xtemp is assigned to xtemp variable. Only a small modification in the program is done. Now, the scheduled events are xtemp, Y, and X. The value 0 is assigned to temp after 1 delta delay. The value 0 is assigned to Y after 1 delta delay. The value don't care is assigned to X after 1 delta delay. For don't care, it is assigned immediately to xtemp variable. Now, after 1 delta delay, the value of xtemp is 0, Y is 0, X is X. Xtemp variable value is 0. The next scheduled event is 0 after 2 delta delay, 1 after 2 delta delay for Y, and 0 after 2 delta delay for X. The scheduled events are xtemp equal to 0, Y is equal to 1, and X equal to 0. Now the scheduled event will be empty because all the value has been assigned, so it is empty. Synthesis. It is conversion of behavior level description to structural level netlist. Abstract behavioral description maps to concrete level logic implementation. For example, integers at behavior level map to bits at structure level. Structural level netlist, that is implementation of behavioral description, describes interconnection of gates. The synthesis tool we can use it is Xilinx. Behavior level netlist. The behavior for output X, that is when S equal to 0, A is assigned to X. When S equal to 1, B is assigned to X. Behavior for output Y. When X equal to 0 and S equal to 0, 1 is assigned to Y, else 0 is assigned to Y. This can be converted to logic functions. S bar is equal to, that is not of S. X bar, it is not of X. So X will be equal to A into S bar plus B into S. And Y is equal to X bar into S bar. structure level netlist. Since we have converted to logic functions. For S bar, we use NOT gate. For that is G1, label G1. Label G5 for X bar, it is NOT gate. And A into S bar, let us store it in intermediate signal W1. B into S, let us store it in the intermediate signal W2. Now W1 has to be added with W2 using OR function for G4. The label is G4 now. For G6, it is X bar into S bar, whose output is Y. Gate level visual description and or etc. are described separately. The design in which other design descriptions are included is called hierarchical design. A VHDL design is included in current design using port map statement. Half adder, data flow modeling. Library IEEE, use IEEE dot std underscore logic underscore 1164.all. Within entity, we have to represent the input signal and output signal. 2 input signal and 2 output signal. A and B is input signal. It is of data type bit. Sum and carry is output signal. It is of data type bit. A and B is XOR, and which is sum. A ANDed with B, which is carry. So the functionality verification is done using waveform window, that is done using model sim. When A and B is 0, 0, from 0 to 100 nanosecond, the sum is 0 and carry is 0. When it is 1, from 100 to 200 nanosecond, B is 1 and A is 0. It is an XOR function. It is, if any one input is 1, it is 1. So sum is 1 and carry is 0. From B is 0, from 200 to 300 nanosecond, B is 0 and A is 1. So sum is 1 and carry is 0. Since it is an AND function. From 300 nanosecond to 400 nanosecond, B is 1 and A is 1. So it is an XOR function. So sum is 0 and carry is 1. From 400 to 500, it is again 0, 0. So both are 0. Sum is 0 and carry is 0. Full adder. Library IEEE. Use IEEE dot std underscore logic underscore 1164.all. The entity is represented with 3 input signal and 2 output signal. The input signal is A, B, and C. The output signal is sum and carry. Architecture, concurrent modeling is done. A XOR B XOR C is assigned to sum. A, B is ANDed, or B and C is ANDed, or A and C is ANDed. Now, XOR function. For sum, let us calculate for sum first. 0, 0, and 0 from 0 to 100 nanosecond. So sum is 0. From 100 to 200 nanosecond, it is 0, 0, and 1. So it is 1. From 100 to 200. From 200 to 300 nanosecond, it is 0, 1, and 0. So it is 1. From 300 to 400 nanosecond, it is 1, 1, and 0. So it is 0. From 400 to 500 nanosecond, it is 0, 0, and 1. So it is 1. From 500 to 600 nanosecond, It is 1, 0 and 1. So it is 0. It is an XOR function. So it is 0. From 600 to 700 nanosecond, it is 0, 1, 0. So it is 0. Let us calculate for carry. If any two input signal is 1, it has to be 1 because it is an AND function. It is an AND function. So it is 0, 0, 0. So it is 0. It is 1, 0, 0. So it is 0. For 0, 1 and 0, that is from 200 to 300 nanosecond. Again, it is 0. 300 to 400, it is 1, 1 and 0. If any two input is 1, it will be 1. So it is 1. From 400 to 500, it is 0, 0, 1. So it is 0. From 500 to 600, it is 1, 0 and 1. So it is 1. 600 to 700, it is 0, 1, 1. So it is 1. 700 to 800, it is 1, 1 and 1. So it is 1. Half subtractor. It is 2 input signal, it is of data type bit, and 2 output signal, it is of data type bit. A and C is input signal and D and B is output signal. The concurrent execution is done. A and C is XOR, A and with C bar. So from 0 to 100, it is 0, 0. So borrow will be 0 and difference will be 0. Here it is 1 minus 0. So difference is 1 and borrow is 0. 0 minus 1, C is 0, A is 1. 0 minus 1, both are 1. Borrow is 1 and difference is 1. Difference is 1 and also borrow is 1. From 300 to 400, both are 1. So both difference and borrow will be 0. Full subtractor. Library IEEE, use IEEE dot std underscore logic underscore 1164 dot all. Entity full subtractor, it is 3 input signal and 2 output signal. A is XORed with B, XORed with C is assigned to sub. It is assigned to sub. And for borrow, it is B XOR C and A bar or B and C. Now, from 0 to 100, A, B and C is 0, 0. So sub is 0 and borrow is 0. So it is 0 minus 0 minus 1. So sub will be 1 and borrow will be 1. 0 minus 1 minus 0 from 200 to 300 nanosecond. So sub will be 1 and borrow will be 1. From 300 to 400 nanosecond, it is 0 minus 1 minus 1. So sub will be 0 and borrow will be 1. It is from 400 to 500 nanosecond, it is 1 minus 0 minus 0. So sub will be 1 and borrow will be 0. 500 to 600 nanosecond, it is 1 minus 0 minus 1. So it will be 0 and 0. From 600 to 700 nanosecond, it is 1 minus 1 minus 0. So both will be 0. From 700 to 800 nanosecond, it is 1 minus 1 minus 1. So both will be 1. Sub will be 1 and borrow will be 1 from 700 to 800 nanosecond. Multiplexer. The input signals are S1, S0, which is a control signal. D0, D1, D2, D3 are input signal. Y is an output signal. When S0 is 0 and S1 is 0, D0 is assigned to Y. When S0 is 1 and S1 is 0, D1 is assigned to Y. When S0 is 0 and S1 is 1, D2 is assigned to Y. When both are 1, D3 is assigned to Y. This is a simple multiplexer. So, when S0 is 0 and S1 is 0, D0, the value is 0 from 100 to 0 to 100 nanosecond. So it is 0. When it is 0, 1, when S0 is 0 and S1 is 1, D1 is assigned. The value of D1 is 1. See, this is D1. The value of D1 is 1. It is assigned to Y. So it is 1 from 100 to 200. From S0 is 1 and S1 is 0, D2 is assigned to Y. D2 is 1. So it is 1. When 300 to 400 nanosecond, S0 is 1 and S1 is 1. Both are 1. So D3 value is 0. So 0 is assigned to Y. So it is again repeated. It is a simple multiplexer. Demultiplexer. Library IEEE, use IEEE.std_logic_1164.all. Entity is demultiplexer. S1, S0 is control signal. D is input signal. Y0, Y1, Y2 and Y3 is output signal. When S0 is 0 and S1 is 0, D is assigned to Y0. When S0 is 0 and S1 is 1, D is assigned to Y1. When S0 is 1 and S1 is 0, D is assigned to Y2. When both are 1, D is assigned to Y3. When both are 0, from 0 to 100 nanosecond, the value D is always 1. It is kept as 1. 1 is assigned to Y0. From 100 to 200 nanosecond, S1 is 1 and S0 is 0. So D is assigned to Y1. D is 1, so Y1 is 1 from 100 to 200 nanosecond. From 200 to 300 nanosecond, S1 is 0 and S0 is 1. So Y2 is assigned to 1. The value of D is 1, Y2 is assigned to 1. From 300 to 400 nanosecond, both S1 and S0 is 1. So it is assigned to Y3. Thank you.